It's 7 years since I plucked up enough courage to turn my video camera on myself and share my love for fast cars. Along the way, I've met the team at Michelin and together we've pushed through the boundaries of what's possible. And it's only until this year that I've been able to stop and look back on so many unforgettable memories. From riding shotgun in a Vulcan in California to driving a Koenigsegg on the world stage at Goodwood Festival of Speed. From Le Mans to Monaco, from Bugatti to flying planes. For Christmas this year, I'm gonna buy my first motorbike. Michelin know me well, my love for anything fast, which is why they've promised to help and show me just how diverse and open the world of two wheels can really be. So we start the journey here at Motorline. Who remembers my first supercar where I tested various supercars from Premier Velocity to find my ultimate first supercar? Well, we're here saying goodbye to four wheels and hello to two wheels, where up there, genuinely, they have the best selection of used bikes ever, from GT, naked cafe races, all the way up to superbikes. We're not just here for the bikes though, we're here for this man.
Sit on the other side.
Oh, is it?
That's how it works.
Chris,
hello,
welcome
mate.
to the channel. The legend of two wheels on YouTube.
Well, I don't know about legend. I mean,
Well,
it's been a while.
Baron Von Grumble, 44 teeth, now founder of Motorline. I'm about to embark on my two-wheel adventure. I feel like it's starting now because I'm buying my first bike rather than borrowing a press bike. I spend a lot of time on Auto Trader, but I wanted to start here because what you have in stock I think is going to really start to fine-tune what I actually want out of two wheels.
There's such a wide range of vehicles that, you know, let's identify what you want.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've got a load of cool stuff to go and have a play with and have a look around.
This is going to be like the first idiots go superbike shopping ever.
It could be, yeah.
Shopping,
I wouldn't say I'm an idiot though, but...
No, I'm the idiot.
Okay.
I mean, you did say this was the perfect place to start, but...
Put the kettle on?
I mean, where do you start with this? Because surely there are some more sensible bikes, shall we say? Because, let's be honest, it's totally different to the car world in the sense that if you want to go stupidly fast in a car, you're going to need near on £500,000.
Yes, you can dress something up as a sensible bike,
yeah.
But ultimately, you know, the sensible bike is a car. I mean, yes, there's some arguments that used to be had for like miles per gallon and parking and stuff like that,
Yeah.
But you know, ultimately it's for the ultimate experience of freedom. Your senses just come alive, like
Yeah.
you can, you know, if you've been riding through like a little like damp area, you can feel the cold and you can smell different things, and
Yeah.
it's a totally sensory experience, right?
Absolutely.
Whereas a car, you're so disconnected from everything and just in your little cabin listening to music. Oh, I'm a bit cold. I'll turn it up a bit. Yeah, there's elements of having to endure on a bike, and that gives you the satisfaction of when you get to your destination of completing something.
Yeah.
So, you know, sensible bikes. Yeah, sure. You could buy something, you know, super cheap. That, you know, that's kind of like a pretty average bike there, but that'll still out-accelerate most high performance vehicles 0 to 60 on the road. The performance level of something like that it's not far off what you would see going around a World Superbike race.
Okay.
And if you compare that to high-end Formula One racing, even MotoGP to be fair,
Yeah.
the lap time a good rider could achieve on that with some decent tyres on is pretty close to what the ultimate two-wheeled lap would be around Valencia or something like that.
Wow.
I think Scott Redding did a 1:35 on a bog standard V4, and I think the lap records, I don't know, don't quote me on this, but like a 1:31 or something.
Okay, so
it's
yeah, very close.
I mean, compare that to a Formula One lap where they're, you know, even to like your GTR, you know, you take a lap around there, it's just not going to be anywhere near a Formula One lap. So,
I'm such a noob to the bike world because I literally had no connection to anyone that rode bikes up until the age of about 28 when I passed my test, and I've now been opened up into this world which is completely different to cars and quite attractive from a financial point of view to get the thrill.
Definitely.
And yeah, to see these bikes here, this one is already appealing to me.
Yeah, I thought that might be something that you might quite like.
I literally don't even know where to start.
KTM Duke over there, fact, let me bring it out actually, and then we can. So yeah, so this is probably where you are in your stage, because you've done your direct access.
Yeah.
You've got a bit of experience, you're a bit more mature. It's not like you have to sit on the 125 for a couple of years. So like a KTM 790 Duke, naked, very versatile, super fast when you want it to be. Yeah, it's almost 800cc. You don't need much more than that on the road.
Yeah.
It's cool, sounds cool. There's so much you can do to bikes to modify them, and you can do a lot of it yourself. It's not as scary as jacking up a car and trying to do stuff.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of it. Like the home mechanic is way more at home tweaking a motorbike than a car. I mean, I love my cars. I've got an old 996 Porsche out there. Great fun machine, but I don't want to jack it up at the weekend. I don't know what I'm doing, and if I get it wrong, someone's got to come and pick it up somehow. Whereas a bike, it's like, oh well, I've
it's all quite invisible.
Well, yeah, and you can just sling it in a van and take it to someone and go sort that mess out. I've messed it up.
All right, this, whilst it's big, is not far off how I can picture myself cruising down PCH in California.
It's a bit more cruisery. Probably for where you are in the journey, I wouldn't have picked something like this. But as I was trying to say earlier, you can do whatever you want to do. It's not a stupid bike. It's a safe. Electronics are good. It's a cool thing. If that's what you want, go for it. If you didn't like it, you buy it and go, well, actually, it's not for me. Bring it back. We'll take it back off you. And we'll go, actually, well, okay. Well, what do you want?
Yeah. Coming here, seeing all of this stuff, that's cool.
So I can tell you, you're definitely a Ducati. I mean, again, and I thought that Monster might be nice for you.
Yeah, that's properly cool. And the Panigale.
959 Panigale. Yeah,
and that's cool.
You do tend to be picking out the Gucci bikes, which isn't surprising because you drive a Lambo.
Okay, based on stuff that's in here, and now that you've kind of got an understanding for where I am, what bike or bikes would you suggest?
There's a couple of things that instantly spring to mind. Triumph Street Triple RS. This is a transition bike.
Yeah.
It's more than a transition bike, because this is more than enough than anyone would ever need, ever. It's a very versatile machine. It's fast, it's exciting, but it's also got a bit of a softer edge to it. It's not a heavy thing. You can cruise around in the summertime on it. You can ride it in the winter. It's a decent bike, good value. The other bike would be the 790 Duke that we sat on earlier. And then probably the third one I'd choose is the 959 Course Panigale.
Right.
So this is a slightly older model. Now they're onto a V2. It's basically exactly the same. It's just the V2 is the new fairing shape, and it has a few little engine updates and stuff. But this is still a very competent race bike. There's the British Superbike race series with these in. It's a Ducati, which is right up your street.
Yeah.
It's got fancy colours.
Yeah.
Sounds great. It's got the Acra pipes on it.
Okay.
If you come from a supercar world, you kind of want a superbike look. So I was thinking that's going to be the tarty one for you.
Yeah, I do like tarty things.
So you could even go right the way to the other end of the market, and as a stepping stone, get something like this. Kawasaki Z750, bulletproof, old bike. Yes, it's definitely not as cool as some of the other stuff I've shown. And I can already see your face going, I don't want to ride that. But there's definitely something to be said for getting comfortable on a bike and using it a lot. I know you're going to be a bit more of a summer rider probably. And not
Absolutely.
Okay. So it's probably not right for you, but a lot of the guys out there, there's no shame in having something a bit cheaper that you're not going to worry about. You're just going to, cut your teeth on.
Yeah.
Get it right. Make sure you've got your riding skills up to scratch before jumping straight on a superbike. It doesn't bother. If you want to jump straight on a modern superbike, it's absolutely fine. They are pretty safe now, particularly like an S1000 with all the electronics and stuff. Because I'll never stop anyone buying what they want to buy. If that's your dream bike and you can afford it, buy it. But there's a lot to be said for doing it slowly. And another reason for doing it slowly is if you realise your dreams straight away,
where do you go from there?
You've got nothing to look forward to.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for showing me around and being able to pick your brains.
That's fine. And the other thing,
what?
Don't forget, you get to wear cool kit. Like crash helmets, leather suits. That's a whole other video in itself.
Okay, well, I think now the time is to get my thinking cap on, and I'm sure I'm going to be back here soon.
Do.
Most, if not all of the bikes that are in Motorline are as fast, if not faster, accelerating this car. is terrifyingly exciting that I am right here at the beginning of the journey. And what Chris was saying, that he's jealous of where I am about to explore this unknown world, and I've got the itch, I've got the bug, I'm slowly becoming addicted to two wheels, is so exciting for me. And to see all of the bikes there and get inspiration, and also to be able to pick Chris's brain, because he truly is an expert in that field. He started out making YouTube videos. 44 Teeth is my favorite motorbike channel. They do Top Gear style challenges. They are doing so many cool videos, but they then go to the track, and Chris is such a truly experienced motorbike rider that he was my first port of call for this series. And now Michelin opened their doors to their world of two wheels and welcomed me in. I'm going to be meeting up with Michelin ambassadors Carl Fogarty and Dougie Lampkin, taking motorbikes off-road and on-road, testing a bunch, and around Christmas time, purchasing my first motorbike. So remember all of the excitement from my first supercar. We are bringing it back to the beginning of the world of motorbikes. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned, subscribe to Supercars of London. If you like bikes, then welcome to the channel. If you've never seen this channel before, I do a lot of four-wheel stuff, but two wheels is where it's at for 2021. It is going to be an amazing combination of the two. I will see you soon, guys. Take care, stay tuned. Next Sunday is episode 2. Here is what is to come. Oh,